Yeah. I'm the way of the new millennium, Mike. Totally streaming from your phone. So
Yeah.
see. So hey.
I was wondering when you were going to realize you were live.
Hey, everybody. all of Mike's family members, they're all here. And
that's not even me either, because I don't have like 10 devices blown up today. So that one person's a real one person.
Hey, they want me to share
the
my
one
referral
person's your
link.
wife.
Hey, Michelle.
It won't let me
This is
share.
why you have an intro, Josh. This is why you have an intro. So when you start, you got at least a few people in there.
Yeah, this won't. It says share my referral link, but I
What
can't.
the heck is this? What's this gimmick right here, Josh? What the hell did you do right here?
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Oh my God!
Wow. He said it twice, but he didn't mean to.
Well, it keeps coming up. Michelle said, "I did subscribe to your channel." Well, thank you. What does that say, Marcello?
Marcello 2369. Welcome.
Thank you, Mike. I'm not going to be able to do much. This is like cut off for some reason. I don't know what the frick.
What's cut off?
Like I can't read the comments. So you're going to have to do it. And it's like share your referral link is like totally covering up the comments.
So you didn't handwrite these on another piece of paper like you always do every other time?
Hey, I got this handwritten right here. No, I'm saying right here. I can't read the comments on here is what I'm telling you.
Oh, I can do the comments. That's no big deal.
Okay, so, hey, everybody. We are tonight. We have Mike. We have 7 people. We're almost at being able to give away. If we hit 10 people tonight, we're going to give away a free Real Dead hat tonight.
Oh,
right, Mike?
wow. Look at you guys. You Monster B. Awesome.
Whoa, Monster B. Thank you so much.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at his avatar. I like that. Or I don't know if that's a he or she, but Monster B, I think he was in the chat last time, but Friday the 13th. Look at that avatar.
Monster B's climbing up the ranks, Mike. That's for sure.
Well, we know you followed the money, Josh, so we know.
So, so we're going to rank our stream opening kills tonight. I shouldn't say kills, but I did already, so what the hell? You're supposed to say unalive, but whatever. I don't know. It does, Mike. Everybody that I've watched
just say K's. Just say K's. Just say K's, Josh.
K's, okay. So yeah, we're going to be ranking these, and we're going to go from number 6 to number 1. So that's like your least favorite to your favorite opening kills. And we're going to kind of talk about each opening kill a little bit as we go along, give you some info on it a little bit, and that's that. So let's start.
Did we ever say thank you? I mean, we said hey, but thank you, Monster B, by the way.
Thanks, Monster B. We appreciate that, man.
And Marcello says, are you going to Midsummer Scream or Convention August 15th to the 17th, California? I would love to go to California.
I didn't even know that was going on in California.
I was going to say, the only one
Gregory
of us
lives in California.
Is Gregory.
But well, I think it's late now, but actually it's already passed, hasn't it?
No, August the 15th through the 17th.
Oh, August. Sorry. Yeah, I don't even know about that. I'll have to look at that. I didn't know I got mixed up with April. I'd never even heard of that. So I have to look at that.
Josh, in case another person or two come in here, you want to talk first about the 2 polls and then we'll go to number 6? Because that's how I got it lined up on the thing.
Yeah. Let's talk about I did post polls in the show. And I put Scream 1 opening, Scream 2, Scream 1, Scream 3, and Scream 5 together in a poll. And as we can see here, overwhelmingly Scream 1 won. But, I was surprised Scream 3 even got a vote, to tell you the truth, a couple votes. Scream 6, or 5, I mean.
Here's the other one. I'm sorry.
And then we had Scream 2, Scream 4, and Scream 6. And it's it's a little more even on this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Scream 2 is still really high, but Scream 6 came in pretty compared. Let's look at the other poll. That one, you got 62, and the next highest was 26. You got 87 and 8 is the next highest. Scream 5 got 8%.
And a lot of people like that one.
I'm surprised Old Restless isn't here to jab me.
Oh, he'll be here sooner or later, or on the replay, he'll jab you, Gregory.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of telling, especially, you know, I think Scream 6 has a lot of love behind it, Mike. I think,
Yep.
yeah, the opening, the opening scene, we'll get to that. So, anything you want to comment on those polls, Gregory, that you just saw?
No, they're all kind of different, really, with how people like one over the other. My list, I did least favorite to favorite, so one being my favorite. So that's how I did mine. But yeah, the polls, some of those kind of go against my list. But we'll see.
Mr. Geek Me Out says, I met Gina Ortega before she was on Scream 6. That's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Restless.
Welcome in, Mr. Geek Me Out. And then old Restless is giving, here he goes. It just got here. What am I jabbing Greg for?
I'm surprised you weren't here to jab me.
Yeah. Welcome in, old Restless. Still waiting on your email there, maybe old Restless is like Josh and doesn't believe in email. I don't know. Still waiting on your email there, old Restless, so I can send you out a cap.
Well, we're trying to give one away tonight, Mike.
Oh, you said a cap. I thought you said a cat. I'm like, you're gonna send a cat?
All right, so let's go ahead and go Scream 6. You want to give us? We're going to start with 6 and work our way down to 1, and how each of the three of us rank the opening kills or beginning kills of the movies. And I said kills, and I should say K. Sorry about that.
We're not going to talk about Scream 6 right now, though.
Why not?
We're each gonna. You're gonna say this is the 6th one, and then we're each gonna say which one is our 6th one.
I thought you was going to talk about 6, and each one of us say like, mine's number 2, that's number 4, that's number 3.
No. We've never done it that way.
Well, this is going to make me do a lot more work on my end because I can go back and find each one of these. Okay, so I should have never even done this thing at all then. So I'm gonna get that out of here. We won't throw that back on tonight. We'll throw this one on.
Yeah, we've never done it that way, so I don't know. Man, I guess we had a miscommunication, Mike.
It's probably a north and south thing there, Josh.
Yeah, I think so.
Michelle.
Elevated humor and non-elevated humor, right?
Yeah. Well, this is organized now, Michelle, right? With this little graph here.
Yeah. So, okay. So, Gregory, let's start with you. What's your number 6 opening kill?
Okay. Oh, Restless. Better watch it. No, I'm just playing. So my number 6, I put Scream 4. It is probably my least favorite opening. It's different. It is Wes Craven's last Scream movie, of course, but I don't know, the whole movie, watching a movie within watching a movie type of a thing was kind of, I don't know. Well, when I first saw it, it was confusing, and I don't know any of the actresses in there except for the two, Anna Paquin and Kristen Bell. Those are the only two that I knew, and I guess the other ones are from shows that were kind of past my time. I don't know. They're from things that I probably never watched, because normally they try to get someone that's well known for a celebrity, and those were the only two that I knew that I can remember anyway. But I did like the very ending, how it kind of harkened back to the first one with the oh my gosh, the garage door kind of thing, but it wasn't quite the same. So it kind of went back to that a little bit. So I can kind of see what Wes Craven was doing, was kind of like trying to maybe bring it back a little full circle, back kind of to the original. But yeah, that's my least favorite.
I'll go next. Scream 4 is my least favorite here. And it it has two different fake outs from Stab 7 and Stab 6. It's like a movie within a movie within a movie.
Monster.
And the real kills are Jenny and Marnie. Those are the girls that really get killed in the scene, in the last scene. And yeah, I like where the Ghostface is talking to the girl, and she's like, "No, you're the big boob blonde that doesn't know how to do this." And she's like, "I got an IQ of blah blah blah. What do you think? I'm not an idiot or whatever." It was really funny because that's like that's like the typical thing where they always say. But I like that. I thought that was okay. It just doesn't hit for me, man. Like all the different fake outs. The first time me and Michelle kind of watched it, she was like, "Wait a minute, why are all these people getting killed?" I said, "Because it's in a movie. It's not even real. It's like a movie. It's like Stab 7, beginning of Stab 6." And then I like where Jenny is like, to Marty, said, "Well, if Stab this isn't Stab this, then what? How does that even make sense? Like, if this is in this movie, then it shouldn't this movie be in part 5 or whatever?" And
it was like one movie watching another movie watching another movie.
Yeah, yep. I thought that was interesting, but it just doesn't land. I love Scream 4. I think it's seriously probably one of the best in the series. It's really good, but that beginning just doesn't get it for me, man.
Josh and I agree, Michelle. Yep. And
Mike,
Monster
you're up.
B.
I can't. Well, I won't say where that's ranked for me, but it would be a lot higher than number 6. I just watched these about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. Again, all 6 of them, the beginning. So it took about an hour and a half. I should have just watched a movie. For me, number 6, and I have to do this, even though I love the actress, is Scream 5. Because there's no kill.
Wow.
This is what I hate about 5 and 6. 5 and 6, you can stab somebody 100 million times, but Dewey gets stabbed once in the gut and he's gone.
What do you mean? Dewey, listen.
Technically, no.
In Scream 1 and Scream 2, Dewey was stabbed in all those and he didn't.
Okay. But how many times did Jenna Ortega got stabbed? 10 times in that movie. In the front, in the back, through her hand.
She got brutalized in part 5.
And she's just a little thing too.
And she didn't die, so it doesn't even count as an opening K.
No.
So unfortunately, she's got to go to the very bottom for me.
Interesting.
Yep. I mean,
it wasn't even a K. How can you count
Mike, I've seen a lot of people have that same criticism that it's not opening K. So it's like it doesn't count almost to some people because it doesn't. I do disagree with you on it, but I think you actually have a really valid point, honestly, Mike. I'll say that. So, okay. So number 5 on our ranking, I'll go first this time. Number 5 for me.
Explain whatever if it's not already been before, explain what it was again too. Cause somebody else, it can be confusing.
What do you mean?
There's 6 movies here, but like sometimes remembering what 3 and 4 was and 4 and 5 was may be hard for somebody.
Oh, when I say mine, I'll tell you which. Yeah. So mine is Scream 3. My number 5.
What?
Well, that's Gregory's number 1. I can already tell you that now, Mike. No, but so that has Cotton Weary in it and his girlfriend Christine, and they're in the beginning, and then you have also I'll say from part 4 earlier, the killers are Jill and Charlie when we were talking about part 4 a little bit earlier. But Roman Bridger is the single killer in this one. And Cotton Weary and Christine are the victims. And this is the one that has the voice changer that can be anybody's voice, which I absolutely think is stupid. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Now's technology, okay. Not 2000. That was not a thing at all. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't. And so it just takes you out of it. And this, I like Cotton Weary as a character. I think he's, I think he's actually a really shiny point in Scream 2. In this movie, he's just like, more of he's kind of comes off right at the beginning as a slime ball. in a dirt bag, and and his girlfriend, poor, she gets scared and gets, stabbed, and Cotton, there's actually an alternative scene where Cotton's kind of climbing out of this, he had you have that glass in your roof so the sun could come through, skylight, and he's trying to climb out it, and he actually gets killed that way instead, I think. But he just gets stabbed in the chest. It's not like anything special. He does tussle with Ghostface, but yeah, it just wasn't anything special to me. It does have Creed in it, though, really loud. But Mike, you're up.
So I'm going to agree with you. Scream 3 is next to last on me. Let's see. What can I say? Probably a lot what you just said, Josh. I hate the voice changer. Absolutely hate it. I thought it was stupid. And you're taking a character. I like Cotton as well, and he died very lame in it. And he didn't even really put up much of a fight. He came in. He gets on the other side. His girlfriend thinks it was him because the voice changer was his voice, and then she hits him with a golf club. He falls over the desk, and then the real Ghostface comes up, stabs him from behind, and then he jumps over and swipes at him and cuts his arm. He falls down again. He jumps over. He stabs him. It's over. It's like he went out like a wuss, and I just didn't. I thought the whole voice changer was just really lame. That's the one thing I've always had against Scream 3 is the voice changer. I think it's stupid.
And Lee Shriver is not a small dude, Mike. I mean, it's not like,
No, I mean, he should have went out a little bit more, in my opinion. I mean,
and he had a weapon. He had a weapon on him, I think.
Yeah.
A fire poker. So, I don't know.
I don't know. It's just my opinion. Again, if you're watching this on a replay, tell us what you think. Which, rank 6 through 1 and 1 through 6 on the opening. This is the opening K's. Remember, not the movie. It's the opening K's.
Mike, do you got some questions or some things in the comments that could be brought up real quick before we get to Gregory? Or
yeah, let's see. Old Restless says they could have done more with Cotton. Totally agree. Marcello says, "What is your favorite Scream horror movie slasher? What is your guy's favorite?" I've always been a fan of 1. 1's my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
Gregory, what's your favorite out of the 6?
Oh no,
it would be 1.
1, and Josh.
1.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of the OG on that one.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't give the hell about Final Destination Blood, but I hate the Final Destination franchise. I only found the Session Part 1. Okay, a lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. It's okay to me. It's not the greatest. I kind of got burned out after the second or third one. And then Mike Loves Horror. Good to see you in here, Mike. I'm pretty sure that Scream 7 will have the voice changer. Blah! Since so many dead characters have been announced to be in the film, it definitely could.
I agree with that.
And they probably really did the AI stuff in number 3 with nowadays. It was way ahead of its time.
Yeah,
I think AI stuff with Scream 7, and I'm going to hate that.
Why are you going to hate that, Mike?
Because I told you I didn't like it back in 3. I mean, where the whole voice changing fake out stuff. I think it's a cheap watch and a cheap thrill to me. I just find it very cheap.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to do that at all. That's just my opinion.
I'd much rather have dream sequences. I still don't even like that, or nightmare sequences, bringing them back. I'm still not a fan of that.
Well,
I don't know if they're going to do that either.
Well, they're bringing back a ton of dead characters. So, I mean, these people were shot in the head. I mean, there's only one way to bring them back. That either through AI or fake, deep fakes, stuff like that.
This is one movie that I am not watch as hard as it's going to be for me. I am not going to watch any trailers for it. I want to go in it with not knowing anything. And if I see something pop up, I'm going to quickly scroll. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to watch. I want this movie to be like just blank for me, like an open canvas, not knowing anything about it. I know too much already. and I'm done. I just want to watch the movie at this point.
All right, so Gregory, what is number 5 for you?
And that wasn't towards you guys. I'm just saying, like, that's my, like, I just want to go in, like, kind of what I did with Barbarian. I didn't really know much about it, and I was pleasantly surprised. So you'll probably
the second half of it.
You what? You what?
I said I was too until the second half of that movie.
Yeah, that second half was
bad.
Out
there, but it was still fun.
I thought it was funny. It had some dark elements, but like Justin Long was just a comedy character in that damn movie.
Yeah.
Okay, Gregory, let's get to number 5
for Gregory.
So you probably won't agree, but this is my opinion. I put Scream 6. I wasn't too crazy about the opening with that one. There were some aspects of it I liked. Oh my God, what is her name? So, what is her name? Samara Weaving.
Samara Weaving?
Yeah, Samara, yeah.
Oh, she's a hot cookie.
I liked how she looks, like with the green dress and everything in the background and all of that. That was a very
yellow dress.
Look.
Yellow.
Josh is yellow.
Yeah, sorry. So yellow, and then her pale skin and red lips. She looked. It really, like, it just looked different. It was a different look for an opening. I didn't like the fact that she was this. What was she? She was like a professor of horror movies or cinema. And her, of all people, should know not to go into a dark alley area. Supposedly, she got talked into it, and she's just walking around. Where are you? I can't see you.
Well, she's looking for her date.
I don't know
what he looks like.
But then she ends up in a dark alley. She should not have gone in there. But then I will give it one thing where actually technically a ghost face was unmasked or unmasked themselves. So that was different. But and then the character Greg was just kind of tossed out the window. All you see is pieces in the refrigerator. But and then that other ghost face got offed anyway. But it was just, I don't know. It was different. That's what I'll say. But it wasn't my favorite. But I did mark it better than Scream 4 for me anyway.
Okay. You want to go ahead and go with your number 4 then?
No, I'm sorry. I marked Scream 4 as my 6. So, and then 6 is my 5. So I don't know what I just said. Did I say number 4? I'm sorry.
Maybe I messed up. So your number 6 was what? 4?
No, Scream 6 is my 5th on my list.
Okay. So I've got it.
Because I was the last one to talk about my number 5 on the list, remember?
So he's got Scream 4 as his last one, Mike, and for number 5, he's got Scream 6.
Right.
That's what I got on there.
Okay.
But I was asking you, what is your number 4? Like, not number Scream 4, but what is your number 4?
Oh, you want me to do 4?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can go back to back here.
Okay. So 1, 2. Sorry, 6, 5, 4. Okay, so my number 4, this might shock you, is Scream 2. I liked it, but I thought it was very unrealistic. With everything that happened in the first movie, why would the studio be giving out all these ghost faces when the thing?
Oh, it was 1980s. It was real, Gregory. It was the real deal. That's why it's like number 1 for me. No, sorry.
Hey, Gregory. Scream 3 is going to be in your top 3. You've yet again embarrassed yourself on this show, Gregory.
I haven't embarrassed myself at all, but and number 2, I mean, the opening was okay. I mean, with all the ghost faces and stuff, it was hyped and high energy and everything. And what did Old Restless say? He's forcing himself to rank Scream 3 higher.
Yeah, I bet he has it number 2.
But I mean, people finally realizing that something was wrong when she was like up on the stage or whatever with blood coming out of her mouth and stuff. They're finally like, oh my gosh, this isn't part of it. And she's like screaming her head off as she collapses. So
this right here, this photo, I love that, where when Ghostface stabs her, he like leans back and he's like, "Ha!" You can just see how he's like,
well, that was Mickey.
That
could not have been Mrs. Loomis. I don't think that was Mickey doing it.
Mrs. Loomis was out in the car. She was the accomplice to Getaway. She was in the car.
She might have. Well, actually, Mickey was in the bathroom also, so he did both of them. Actually, that's another thing.
Mickey did all the killings except for Randy. Randy is the only person she killed.
That's another thing. A knife cannot go through that thick of a stall wall in a bathroom.
Yeah, but that's just flimsy metal. It's not thick all the way through. It's not a thick piece of metal. It's just too, like,
I don't know. I don't know.
Right, Mike? I mean, that Mike got a buck.
Now, wait a minute. Are we talking about what's realistic in horror movies now? I mean, come on.
Gregory,
this is why I'm marking
Gregory
it
does
down.
this though. Gregory will be like, okay, this isn't realistic, but I'm also afraid of this, which is also unrealistic, so I don't get it.
It's just one of the reasons why I'm marking it down a little bit. Not to say that when I saw it in the theater, it wasn't good and it wasn't exciting and it was high energy in that scene. But I did mark it down a little bit. It's still up there. It's just kind of in the middle.
Okay. Okay. So, Mike, before we get to ours, do you have some comments or questions you want to read real quick?
Let's see.
Oh, hi, Colton.
So just a heads up in here, because I'm seeing a lot of comments, and I get it. Everybody likes to talk about horror stuff. We like to talk about horror stuff too. So we're going to try to stay focused on the Scream rankings at the for the beginning. I'll try to throw some comments up you're saying along the way, but at the end of the show, if we got enough time, we'll just talk about general horror stuff, questions you may have, or things we may want to bring up. Right, Josh?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, we're going to try to plow through this and let's rank the top 6 beginning Ks.
Yep.
Then we'll talk about kind of like general horror stuff. So,
Marcello's name is Colton. That's awesome.
Okay.
And I don't know if I believe in Gremlins or not.
Scream 7. Yeah, we'll probably talk about Scream 7 at the end.
Gregory thinks Gremlins are real, so this is what we're talking about. He doesn't think a knife can go through this stall, but Gremlins, yep, they're real.
Well, I guess he really had to like slam it into the metal wall.
Hey, Mike, though, that Buck 120 is a really sturdy knife. It's not like a flimsy ass knife.
I've got one brand new in the box up here, and then Josh, I'll go ahead and give the people here, the whole 2 people that's in here now.
It was a thick knife, yes. You have to really.
We plan on doing a video about the history of the Buck 120 from the Scream 1 all the way through 6, and how it's used in the movies, and then also a little history outside of Scream. It was also in the Friday the 13th movies as well. So I bought one. I bought one to put in my display case, a real one. It's brand new up in the box, and I'm going to unbox that in the next week or 2 and do a video on it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what?
All right, Josh.
I'm going to go with my number 4. My number 4 is Scream 5. That is the killers in that one are Richie and Amber, if you didn't remember that. And the victim is Tara, but like we said before, it is a non-kill, but that was the plan. It was never to kill her. It was just to get her sister back in town. That was the only reason that attack happened. So yeah, it was a non-kill. I like it. I think the conversation her and Ghostface have is actually really good, where she explains what her favorite movies are. I love that shot right there, Mike. But yeah, I mean, and like Gregory was saying, she is a little thing. I mean, she is tiny.
I felt bad for her.
I mean, Ghostface breaks her leg, stomps on it, breaks her leg. I mean, he stabs her through the hand. He stabs her a bunch of times. She does a great job acting in it. And yeah, I think this Ghostface, though, I think this is Amber. I don't know if Richie's here. I think it's Amber, but I could be wrong, because Richie was with his girlfriend, in up like far away. So yeah, I like this one. I think the conversation, Roger Jackson has a really good conversation with her back and forth. and just, talking about movies. And then he asks the questions and she's looking it up on her phone, who played in Stab. I thought that was really funny. They talk about elevated horror. First time ever elevated horror is mentioned in like a Scream movie. She likes all the movies that Mike hates: Babadook, It Follows, Hereditary. She likes all those, Mike. And so yeah, I thought it was decent. It's definitely, when we saw it in theater, it was definitely really exciting. That's what I remember. I remember it being very exciting. Mike, you're up with number 4 now.
Yeah, I need to, let's see. Number 4 for me is Scream 4. It's as bad as it is.
Wow, I can't believe that, dude.
I still think it's better than 3 and 5. I hate the Cotton, how they did Cotton in the voice changer.
Yeah.
I've already mentioned that before in Scream 5. The reason I got it in there was because there's a lot of kills.
Yeah, there is.
Like them or not, they're real. They're not fake. They're not, yeah, I got murdered and the next morning I wake up and I'm in a hospital or anything like that. So yeah, not going to say a whole lot on that. If you look at it, Josh has got 3, 4, and 5 in his last 3, and I've got 4, 3, and 5. And poor Gregory's got 2 and 6 in there. I don't know what that.
Poor Gregory is embarrassing himself yet again, Mike.
Poor Gregory. Is our list. There ain't no poor Gregory.
Poor Gregory gets on here, and people in the horror community say, "Yeah, this guy."
We love picking with Gregory. Gregory's a good guy.
Oh, it's okay. People have their own opinions. This is my opinion of these movies.
Just some people's opinions really stink, Gregory. That's all.
Yeah, they're like something else that stinks, right?
Okay, so hey, I'll go next for number 3, if you guys don't mind. My number 3 is Scream 6. And I really like this opening. I think it does a lot right. I think the rest of the movie isn't as good, but the opening does a lot right, in my opinion. Samara Weaving, she's awesome in what was that movie, Ready or Not, I think it was called. Oh, she was great in that.
Making a sequel with her too.
Yeah. And the killers in Scream 6, if you didn't remember, are Ethan, Quinn, and Detective Bailey. And there's oh, Gregory, stop. This has been out for 2 years, bro.
For anyone in here that hasn't seen it, no.
Gregory would be like, spoiler, Scream 1, the killer's Billy. Spoiler, been out 30 years. No, but seriously.
For all you youngsters in here.
But then also, I love the part of this, Mike, where she gets killed, and then like Ghostface is like, I'm seeing something red, and then like normally that's where it would go to a title screen, and then there isn't one, and you're like, wait a minute, what the heck?
And then the guy takes his mask
off.
and
you're like, holy crap! And then you're like, okay, there's something else to this, and then you realize that Jason and Greg, that's the 2 killers in the beginning, they are in Tara's friend group, so they've already infiltrated that. Because they show that he knows her already. So they've already infiltrated her friend group to begin finishing Richie's movie. Then they go and they have this whole shrine in their closet to Scream or Stab in their universe, Stab. And then they get on the phone. Ghostface was this guy, another Ghostface, and he thinks it's his friend dicking around with him, but it's not. Turns out his friend's dead in the fridge with his head cut off, and then he gets stabbed. And then Jason's like, what about the movie? And he's like, who gives a fuck about the movie? And he cuts him. Like, he slashes him, and then we get our title screen.
And
then you're like, wait a minute. Like, this is the first killer, kind of like Ghostface Killer in like a little bit, that's not obsessed with like the Stab movies. Like, they don't care about it.
I think it was the detective.
Well, right, but like Scream 5, they were obsessed with making a movie. Scream 4, Charlie was obsessed with Stab, and Jell wanted fame from this. Like, there was no motive like that here. It was just like, we don't care about that shit. So it was a different spin on it, in my opinion. I really liked it. And yeah, that's my take on it. What's your number 3, Mike?
For me, it's Scream 6. Same thing.
Man, Mike, me and you have we're kind of like
mental. And Josh and I don't tell each other what the other one picks because
no, we do not.
We don't. And Josh had watched, I think, all these movies over again, but
I did not watch 5. I did not watch 5 or 6, but I watched 1 through 4, and I really like all those a lot.
So I like 6, the beginning, just like you said. I like her, going in the alley and the guy's trying to say, "Hey, wave at me." And she's like, "I'm waving." He's like, "Well, I don't see you," but the whole time, it's the killer. And then it may go a little bit further in. I like the refrigerator scene. It's pretty cool with the, I kind of count that in with that, but it may be a little too far in the movie. But I'm okay with 6.
And do you remember what's playing on the TV, Mike, in their apartment?
Our unwatchable Old Restless.
I can't remember.
Friday the 13th, Part 8.
Jason really?
Takes Manhattan.
All right. Gregory, what you got for number 3?
Oh no.
Old Restless thinks 5 and 6 are unwatchable.
Oh, well, number 6, I will say number 6, it on rewatches has gotten worse for me. Number 6 is I think number 6 is the worst Scream movie in my opinion.
I like 6. I like the whole shrine and everything going back.
Well, I like that too, stuff. but the killers suck in that
3
movie.
3 is the worst for me. It sucks.
I really enjoy 3. I enjoy the comedy. I love the characters in 3, and I love that Jay and Silent Bob are in it, dude. Funny as hell.
To me, there's nothing good about 3 except for the ending when they cut the credits and the credits come down.
So you're just never gonna watch it again, Mike, right? You're never gonna watch 3 again.
I enjoy it for what it is. Okay, let's go.
My number 3 is not 3. It is Scream 5.
I knew it. I knew he was going to have number 3 at number 2. I just know it. Greg, let's go ahead and say your number 2 is number 3 and your number 1 is number 1.
So number 5 is my number 3, and I liked it just because I thought Tara went through the ringer, poor thing.
She did, man.
She's so little. And it kind of harkened back to the first one in a lot of ways, but then it was different as well.
Right. I agree. It was.
And it was refreshed because they were asking fresher questions. And then I had never seen the Babadook when they talked about it. Since then, I have seen it, and I still don't know why she thinks that's the best movie, but okay.
Oh, it's incredible. It's an incredible movie.
It's different. I don't know if I'd ever watch it again, though, but so I mean, you've said a lot already about it, but yeah, I think it was just, I remember the previews and I just thought it was very intense. And she went through a lot of crap in that first 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
More so than I think Drew Barrymore. Well, no, not more so than Drew Barrymore, because Drew Barrymore's character obviously didn't make it. So she went more through the ringer than Tara did.
Yep. So Mike, is there any comments on this list so far that? Okay.
Everybody's talking about everything else but Scream.
Okay, we'll have to bring that up then when we get done with this list.
So we might as well. I mean, go ahead and say what your next 2 are. I mean,
well, Old Restless says Gregory determined to rank Scream 3 top in every category. Haha.
So listen, no, we're not gonna. No, Mike, we'll go one at a time. Mike, you say your number 2 next.
An epic trail. Wow. Epic troll.
Number 2 for me is number 2. I like that. I like the scene, and Gregory, you're too young for this, so listen to this you're what we used to call a young whippersnapper back in the day. So let me give you some history of the movie theaters. I worked in a movie theater from 87 till 93 or 94, 6-7 years. But in the movie theaters, during things like Scream or whatever, or other horror movies, we would have somebody dress up like a Jason or somebody and walk through the theater and scare the crap out of everybody. Go in the bathroom, stand behind the door and let somebody walk in the bathroom. You scare them. we'd do all kinds of crazy stuff. We'd have somebody run through the theater with a chainsaw, a real chainsaw. Of course, it didn't have the chain on it. Run through with a chainsaw. I mean, we'd do stuff like that all the time. Rocky Horror Picture Show. You throw rice, you throw toast, you do all that kind of stuff. So I do want to say that I think, with what happened, unfortunately, in the real world with was it Columbine?
Yeah.
That kind of stopped everything, from people, theaters and stuff allowing that. People to come in with trench coats and costumes on and stuff like that. But Scream 2, the beginning of that, the reason I love it, because it did remind me of the old theater days of people dressing up and kind of celebrating killing the person. I hate to say that, but it's kind of how it was back then.
They still kind of do that these days, though.
Yeah, but that's why I like it. I mean, because it was just like everybody dressed up like their character, I mean, it's kind of like a horror convention where everybody dresses up like Michael Myers or Ghostface or somebody, or walks around, Freddy. So I like number 2. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Yep.
Michelle was asking, employees did this?
Yes.
Mike,
I mean, we were making $3.35 an hour, so it really wasn't like you were wasting a lot of money.
So my number 2 is Scream 1. Scream 1 is my number 2. And it's Casey Becker, Billy and Stu are obviously the killers. Now, I'm in belief that Billy and Stu were both at her house that night. Because I think one of them runs through and lets the other one in. I think you can basically tell that there's 2 Ghostfaces. They're just the way one's on one side of the house, the other one's bringing Steve in and stuff like that. And there's 2 kills, Casey Becker and Steve. So people sometimes forget that Steve was actually the first kill in Scream. It wasn't Casey Becker. It was actually her boyfriend. Steve was the first person killed. One of the lines I love when Ghostface is talking to Casey Becker is, she was like, "Who's there?" And he was like, "God, never say that. That's kind of like, you might as well." He's like, "That's kind of like coming outside and investigating a strange noise." I love that part, dude. Yeah, I think that's great. But when you watch this is still incredible. It's an incredible. I think it's got to be one of the best movie openings ever. And I'm just not even horror. I'm just talking about movies. It's incredible. I love it. Every time I watch it, it's awesome. The part when he says, and I think, I couldn't imagine being in that theater watching it for the first time because I wasn't there. I was too young. I was only like 11 or 12 when I came out. But when he says, "I want to know who I'm looking at," like, just the dread you must have felt in that moment. You know what I mean? Like, watching that.
I'm really shocked, Josh, that it's not number 1 for you. It really blows my mind. So I love
it.
I absolutely love it. I'm almost as shocked as much as Gregory putting Scream 3 at number 2. Gregory,
is it number 3 at number 2, Greg?
I'm guessing. Is it number 2 or is it number 1, Gregory?
It is my number 2.
Holy shit.
Okay. So you really like Scream 3 as number 2, huh?
I liked Scream 3, and I picked it because I had my reasoning of why I went through different ones. It was more nostalgic reasons, I think, as well. But Caught and Weary was part of the first 3 movies, and they were closing that chapter. And that movie came out in 2003, so that technology might have been around in 2003, Josh. I think that voice changers were around because they always had those little.
No, Scream 3 came out in 2000, bro.
No.
Yes.
Well, we got Star Trek teleporters now too. Are we gonna?
I thought it was 2003. Let me see.
No, Scream 1 came out in 96, Scream 2 in 97, and Scream 3 in 2000.
Okay.
Yeah, right to the kisser there, Josh.
Well, even still 2000, I would think that I thought they had like little toys and stuff where you can change the name, but They closed the chapter all wrong.
I mean, this is par for the course. We do remember who Gregory's favorite Ghostface killer was, Mike.
Yeah. So I do agree with you that Cotton Weary could have gone through a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I did like the voice changer because it tricked them. It gave him a way. Yeah, Mike, your face. I liked how they changed the voices to make people think that they were talking to somebody else when they really weren't, and that's what the trickery was. It might have been before its time, who knows, but again, it's a movie, speaking of things that aren't real or not or are real, but I still liked how it was. But yeah, Cotton Weary could have had a little bit more fight. I think maybe the opening scene was a little rushed, but it's still my number 2.
Listen, you were just like, oh, I love this voice changer, but definitely a knife could not stab through a bathroom stall wall.
Well, no, I was thinking about that after, and I said it was a thick knife, and if you give it enough force, maybe it could.
Yeah,
listen, the voice of reason needs to come on this show right now.
Okay.
That is me and probably Josh's Michelle and old Restless there. Scream 1 is the ultimate beginning of a horror movie. I mean, it's right there with Halloween 1978.
Dude, it's better than 19. Dude, you're telling me that Scream 1 isn't better than the opening of
okay, it may be, but I mean, look, you're talking about 20 years difference in time too.
Sure.
Scream 1. I just watched it again today, and actually I rewound it at the end of it and watched it a second time. It's so awesome.
It is good.
The conversation back and forth between the character Drew Barrymore and Roger Jackson, Ghostface, is incredible. It's awesome. That's where you get the whole thing about answering questions about horror movies and the whole Scream franchises from the first one right off the bat. I mean, it's just, and everybody back then thought Drew Barrymore was going to be the big star for the whole movie.
Yep.
Instead is Neve Campbell and Sidney Prescott. I mean, it just is a great, and then that scene when she gets killed and she reaches up there and pulls the mask off and her eyes get a little bit bigger. And the mom and dad walk out of the house and she's hanging there. Man, I get goosebumps right now thinking about it. It's the best, in my opinion. And I maybe bring something else that we can talk about here in a minute. Maybe somebody else has another movie. It's one of the best scenes ever of any movie, but horror movie wise, it's number 1 for me.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard for me. Like, my number 1 is number 2, obviously. And the reason why is because of nostalgia. Because Scream 2 was the second horror movie I ever saw in the theater. I went with my dad and my sister. My dad was trying to be cool dad after my parents were getting a divorce. He took us to see a rated R movie when I was like 13. And my sister was like 12 or 11. I can't even remember. But yeah, I mean, it was incredible to me. And this scene is awesome. I love the commentary between Jada Pinkett Smith and Omar Epps in this. It's really funny. How them back and forth, talking about how like Jada's like, black people don't even last that long in horror movies, and then there's the
first two characters killed off.
Yeah, it's meta for sure. And I like how Omar Epps just comes back and are like, okay, soul sister, and all this stuff is really funny. Because she wants to go see Sandra Bullock in a movie, and she goes, yeah, I bet Sandra Bullock's really fighting for those rights or something. Is really funny. And yeah, and then just every crazy thing going on in the theater, man. Everybody goes dressed up as Ghostface, running around with fake knives. They have like this Ghostface on on a rig, and they're like making it go, and they have like thunder noise, and like everybody when that phone rings in the stab, everybody's like, yeah. And then like when she's getting stabbed, everybody's like, kill, 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 stab, and stuff like, and no one knows. And there's something I noticed in this movie when she gets stabbed, like a girl does react because like there's a girl behind her, like, yeah, like blood splatters on her, and she's like, what the heck? like she realizes, but you know, they think it's part of something. But I love it. I think it's great. She dies in front of everybody. Everybody thinks it's like an act, but then obviously they don't at one point.
Now,
But
that's a little, to me, that's what I like about it, but it's also over the top cheesy in a way about it. So I get where Gregory is saying it was a little bit further down for him on number 2 for it, but I love that part. I love the whole her, you know, she reaches over during the movie and then she gets blood all over her hands and you know, he stabs her and then he comes up right behind her and the slow death on the screen and people cheering and stuff like that. I can so see that happening back in the 80s, late 80s to 90. I mean, I just being at a movie theater and seeing how people reacted, it definitely could have happened.
Could you imagine cleaning that floor up, Mike? Everything was flying around in that theater. So
yeah, we used to take a like a leaf blower and just blow everything in the front, but you couldn't do that in that one with all that blood on the floor.
So yeah, I just love it, and I also love it where she's like, "Hey, can you give me some money? I'm gonna go get some popcorn." And he's like, "Well, you got money," and she goes, "I got my money. I want your money." I was laughing, dude.
Well, there is irony in Scream 2. I don't know if you realize that, because she was all against watching it and saying, you know, it's just some stupid person not doing the right thing, blah, 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 making stupid decisions. And she didn't want to see it. And then she goes and watches it, and then she starts getting all into it while she's eating her popcorn. She's like, "Moo, get out of there!"
Yeah,
so she was like getting into the movie, finally having some fun and a good time, and then everything goes wrong for her and happens. So it was kind of ironic. First, she was like, "I'm against it," and now I'm having fun. Oh, look what happened!
And I do like that they got Heather Graham to play the Drew Barrymore part in that movie. And then I like it where she gets naked and then the girlfriend's like, and then JDP's like, "What does this have to do with the movie? What does this have to do with the plot?" And then her boyfriend's like, "I don't care. I like it."
It was just weird that they put cheesy lines in Stab 2 where Heather Graham says something like, "You know, I don't know who you are and I don't like you already." And I'm just like, that is not even what's said in the first movie. How cheesy is that?
Yeah,
and just some of the other stuff. But
so Gregory, number 1 is for you as well. So what did you really like about 1? Kind of, I mean,
isn't that an awesome shot there, Mike, with Ghostface in the window and her screaming there?
Yeah,
she almost looks like she's smiling, but in the picture she looks like she's smiling because that's just how her mouth is. But
Mike, how desirable would Drew Barrymore's autograph be on Scream stuff, dude? Jeez.
I actually
that one in Courtney Cox, man, is up there.
Yep.
About as bad as Jamie Lee Curtis on Halloween stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
I saw this movie in the theater. My dad took me and a friend to see it, and because we were underage, and my dad was
during your church event like you did that one time.
No.
I'm sorry. No. It's Good Friday. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I can't. You told us one time you went and saw one, right? With your youth group.
It was American Psycho. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was some of them, and they were like, "Let's go see this," and then we all walked out of the theater. But when I can still remember to this day, like it was yesterday, watching the first movie. And not knowing what the mask looked like. And that one scene that sticks in my head from the trailer is when he runs across the open hallway for like a few seconds and it's in slow motion. And it was more like a whodunit type movie. That's how they put it out there. And I remember, what is that show? Kelly Ripa, and then the other one, he used to be on there. He's no longer around. But
Regis and Kelly.
Regis. Yeah, him and his wife went and saw it, and they really liked it. I mean, and this was the first movie, so it was more like a whodunit type movie. But I just remember the feeling of it, seeing it in the theater. I remember the opening scene, how intense it was, and everything, and then it just kind of went from there. But that whole first movie out of the whole 6 of them is the best one. out of all of them. And I actually did go see it for its 25th anniversary in the theater as well.
That would have been cool. I would like to go back and see Scream in the theater. That would be really cool.
So
I
that would
did
be awesome to be able to see it. And I will say right now, me and Mike can speak from experience. The star of these movies, Neve Campbell, is great. She is really nice, a sweet woman, and she's really, really nice and real person. I even showed Gregory like a little small clip of her when we went there, so because he wanted to get a glimpse of her. But yeah, I mean, she is really nice and down to earth, not stuck up or anything at all. I think, like I said, she went above and beyond for me. When she messed up something, she like went over and got a new picture and signed it. She didn't just try to make it better, go over it again or whatever. She's one got a new picture. I mean, I think Mike's had some people that went over it. Sorry, Mike, but that didn't happen to me.
So, looking back at your list here, it's visible. So, anybody watching this on a replay, remember this is ranking the beginning K's of all 6. And Mike Loves Horror went in the exact same order they came out. His 1 was 1 all the way through 6 is 6.
Wow.
So Mike Loves Horror, that you're stepping out on that one, Mike. But would you change anything on here? Any of y'all feel pretty confident with it?
I think Gregory should change 3. Oh, I mean, never mind.
I think Josh should change 2 and 1.
Like I said, dude, I love Scream, the beginning of Scream 1, and I said the only reason is because I have vivid memories of watching Scream 2 in the theater. And
I saw that in the theater too.
With my father and my sister. That's like probably the only reason I put it above, and I love it though. But
I said that wrong. So Mike has number 6 as Scream 4.
Yeah.
And then he's got number 5 is 5. 3 is 3. 2 is 2. 1 is 1.
Okay.
So his difference was number 5 and then number 4. They were swapped.
So in the beginning of this list, Josh and I agreed. And at the end of the bottom number 1 list, Mike and I agreed with Scream 1. That's interesting.
2 out of the 3 of us are right, Gregory. You and I are right, and Josh is wrong with number 2 being number 1. So.
Hey, I thought about Mike.
I'm really surprised with Josh.
I was listening to a live show of ours from a while ago, and we set a topic for a live show, and we never have done it. And I think
we do that all the time, Josh. We just say stuff, We say stuff like
I think next month we should really do this one. I think it would be really interesting. And it would give you a wide range of things to pick from. That is top sequels to horror movies. Your favorite sequels to like number 2, the second in the series. And we could do 6, 8, 10, whatever. We don't have to do 10, but we could do 8 or 6.
We're going to do that next month. Will be our top 5 to 8, 10, whatever. We'll come up with a number. Top sequels of all in horror movies.
Yes, it has to be the second one in the series.
And it can't be the remake of the first one either.
No, it has to be a true sequel, like Friday the 13th Part 2.
No prequels.
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, or
no prequels. Has to be a sequel.
Has to be a sequel. It could be. Now, listen, you could say. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, because that's a sequel to the remake. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you got to do it that way.
Now you're talking about different timelines then.
And that's totally fine. That's totally, as long as this is the direct sequel to a movie first in a timeline, that is totally fine. Like it could be Halloween. It could be. It could be
like 5 timelines in Halloween.
Right.
Halloween Kills could be.
Yes, Halloween Kills could be
number 2 for 2018.
No.
Halloween Kills really 2018 is the first one after the first one.
Kind of in that timeline, yeah.
Yeah, so it would be Halloween 2018 would be the second movie, Mike. Yep, you're right.
That's going to get confusing.
I told Josh this a while back. Psycho 2 it's a really good movie.
I've never seen Psycho 2. I've
never seen any of them.
Yep. Evil Dead. Yep.
Evil Dead 2 is awesome. I love that one.
Yep.
Aliens, incredible. I mean, we know that.
Yep. That's like top tier for any sequel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
anything else on Scream, or we want to talk a little bit? I mean, it's exactly 10 o'clock right now. I don't know if y'all got 15 minutes.
Scream 2. I mean, that's an awesome sequel. And I love in Scream 2 when they talk about like how sequels suck. I like when they do that in that movie. Well, so what did you want to go back and read a couple comments, Mike, or no?
There was a ton of comments. Let's just go forward. Let's
go
forward right now. If anybody's got any subjects like what's going on with Scream 7, I know that's a big topic right now.
Or if you have a question about horror, just put it in here.
If you got any questions or anything you want to bring up about horror, we got about 10, 15 minutes there.
I will say I saw Sinners today. Excellent movie. I highly recommend you go see it in a theater. I did do a review on it with my wife, Michelle. Go check it out. It is pure non-spoilers. There is no spoilers in it. I would highly recommend going and see Sinners in the theater. Excellent movie. Excellent cast. I think it's the best horror movie of the year so far. It was, what was that one? Companion? It was Companion, but now Companion's number 2 to me.
Okay.
We got any comments there, Mike?
Derek loves our background. Yeah.
Yeah, they love your background there. With the Buffalo Bills and
Derek loves our background is basically.
Yeah, Buffalo Bills perpetual playoff losers, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Whatever. At least we make it.
So you saw something today about Tremors as well, right, Josh? I think you said something about that.
Yeah. So what did you want to say about Tremors, Mike?
Didn't you see something today about somebody getting the rights to it?
Yeah. So somebody won. Well, also I want to put up that we're going to be doing a Tremors review coming out soon this month. That's what we won on the poll.
Maybe.
Mike, give it a break, dude. We already committed to it, sucker.
First one's the best.
But no, Tremors is really an enjoyable film in my opinion. But yeah, so Tremors, they won back the rights, some people that originally did it or something. And so they're looking into doing another Tremors either show or another movie and getting Kevin Bacon to come back as his character Val from the original. It's too bad that the other guy from the original passed away because I would have liked to see him. But, it's too bad. But he was in he was in the second movie, which I like too, Tremors Aftershock. I actually like that movie.
So Mike loves horror. He's making a little joke here, I think. I noticed that Parker Posey is doing a couple conventions. Mike can get his Scream 3 posters on.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I'm going to pay that RIP price to have that done.
I like Parker Posey. I would like to meet her. She's actually pretty funny.
She was really good in Scream 3 as the fake Gale Weather. She was really funny. She
was the comic relief.
Her and Courtney Cox in that movie make that movie very enjoyable, in my opinion. They are one of the best parts about that movie.
They had good chemistry.
Yes, very good.
I've seen Trick or Treat.
So Monster B, that sometimes get a little trickier. Are you talking about the one that had Sammy Kerr in it, and Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne?
I haven't seen that.
Are you talking about that one, which I think is just an R in the middle, and not is Trick or Treat? But then you also got the Trick or Treat that has a little Sam character.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
That's one you've seen. Okay.
Mm.
So Monster B, I'm not sure which one you're talking about. If you're talking about the one that's got Gene and Ozzy and was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina, by the way. Old Rusma says, I can't wait for the Tremors review. I'm a little tight. I don't have a job now, so I'm waiting on, it's $3.99 for me to rent the Tremors. So
Mike.
I got to wait to the first of the month to get my $3.99 back.
Mike, the people have spoken. Well, we got a super chat for $20 tonight, Mike. So, see?
Have I seen that yet, Josh?
It's in the bank, buddy.
It's in the bank.
Scream 7, when they were filming it, they were at the tail end, and then I saw an announcement of 2 more actors that were added. I don't even remember who they were, but I just thought, you're adding these people late in the game or just finally announced that they were in it. I don't know.
Right. I mean, we know all the big people are in it. We know Matthew Lillard, Skeet's in it. We know Roman Bridger dude's in it. We know all those people are going to be in it. They're going to bring him back. But, we haven't got confirmation if they're bringing back Jill or Charlie. We haven't got that confirmation.
I don't want confirmation.
I think you're going to, Gregory, I think you're going to have every single Scream killer from the past is going to be in this, especially because Jill is Sydney's cousin. She's going to be in this one.
Well, but I'm saying I don't want confirmation. I will like veer away from news and stuff if I have to. I don't care.
Gregory, I can't wait for it to be spoiled for you.
No. Oh, thanks.
All right, so here's another one. Have you seen Becky yet? I have not seen that. I just wrote it down again. Becky.
Mike, remember, you need to remember some movies for the poll for the end of the month, sucker.
Yeah, the last one I did was Slaughter High was like in last place, so I'm not going to.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm not using your. You said Slaughter High and it got crushed in the poll.
That was Old Restless.
That may be Monster B too, or maybe it was Mike too. So there's a couple of.
You want me to reveal one of mine? I'll reveal here one of mine for this month. From Dusk Till Dawn is one of mine.
Okay.
Derek said, "What about?" He didn't know the name, but he described it. He said, "What about the black family with the lady?" And I said, "Lady in the Yard." I said, He goes, "Yeah." I said, "I haven't seen it. I haven't heard any good reviews on it." Well, actually, one person did say it had an interesting story, or two people said it was interesting and it was kind of emotional towards the end.
Drum liked it, Mike.
I like watching Drum. I like watching Drum, but I've never seen him say anything bad about a movie. He's kind of like Josh. Josh loves everything. Every movie he sees is the best movie ever.
Oh, see, Josh, it's not
9 out of 10. It's 9.5 out of 10. It's the best movie. Werewolf.
It's you, Josh, not me.
The best werewolf movie ever. Yeah, okay.
I never said that, sucker.
I do want to see that new werewolf.
People shaming him on videos, and he's like, "Well, he threw his wife under the bus on Nosferatu." I mean, poor Michelle was giving her honest opinion. Josh let her sink out there and drown, just like Jason in the lake in Camp Crystal Lake.
Remember what one was that where he stabbed that guy in the crotch with that harpoon gun, Mike? What one was that? Remember that one? Was that part 7
with a machete down the crotch doing a handstand?
Oh yeah, I love that one. Oh, and who can forget one of the best kills is where he hits this guy in a wheelchair right in the head.
Yeah, poor guy's dead now, for real.
And and then he went down about 20 steps. Had him go down 20 stairs after that.
That was horrible.
That was a real person, I heard too.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, it was a stunt double. Yep.
Oh, so and you know what? Now I can never.
Loaded.
One thing that I can never unsee now is in the original Friday the 13th, where Mrs. Voorhees gets her head cut off, and then you see these big, manly, hairy hands come up like this, because it was Tom Savini.
And you see the toothpicks out of the neck. Hey, go check out, because we need at least 10 cents. Go watch the unboxing of the NECA figure.
They're supposed to be bones.
I spent $75 on just 2 figures of Pamela Voorhees to get 10 cents back.
That was back in the day, but look how much money that movie made, even with toothpicks coming out the neck.
I like it. A lot of people hate on it. I like the original Friday.
No, I like it, Mike. I just think Jason in the second movie is a better killer. He just is.
You're just funny with these big hairy hands. I didn't even notice that.
It is like just in my mind think
rewatch it.
That possibly Jason is still in number 1.
I wonder if in the show that they'll retcon that, Mike, and actually include that. They could.
I haven't heard much about the show. I haven't heard anything about Halloween show yet either, really.
I haven't heard much about Halloween, but definitely I saw the casting for the Crystal Lake show. I mean, that's, I think, pretty much in production right now.
So Monster Billy has the Friday 13th Part 2 sack hit, and just FYI, I mean, a lot of them, I know like Mike loves horrors in here, but Warrington Gillette, I know him and the other dude, I can't remember his name. It wasn't Dash, I don't believe. Maybe it was. Had an issue going. Not so much Warrington Gillette, but the other gentleman did. But Warrington Gillette is awesome. He was awesome with Anthony. Does a great signature. It's not just some kind of little. And if you ever get a chance to go to a con or convention and meet him, he's really good.
Who was some of your worst people's autographs, Mike, that you said just look like crap? Who was a couple?
Call people out now.
I love the guy, and he was great to Anthony, but Matthew Lillard's autograph is not very appealing.
I think you said Tyler Maines didn't look that good, but I think on mine it looks fine.
But both of them are great. Tyler Maine's a great guy, but it's
Tyler Maine is great.
Like a T and a L. I mean a T and a L. You can't even tell what he's writing.
I like that he writes RZ1 and 2 though on there, Mike. I do like that.
Yeah.
There's a sequel.
Yeah, you're right. Gillette never did wear the sack. He just came in for that last scene at the very end.
Yeah, well, he lied, right? He said he was a stuntman, and he wasn't really a stuntman, right?
Yeah. I mean, listen, Josh, you've dated before. You've said things that wasn't true too, right? The guy was trying to get a break in acting, right?
Yep. Mike, did you say you've dated, right? Yes, Mike, I've dated.
You sure you've dated, Josh?
Yeah.
So are you trying to say you guys lied when you dated, basically?
I'm saying, Josh, when he went up in his pickup line, it may not have all been the truth.
Wow.
He didn't say, come back and look at my my horror collection in my basement at my house.
No, I hope I don't say that because I'm married, Mike. Now
that's creepy. If he said that back then, come down to my basement.
No, I had an apartment with a ton of video games in it, and Michelle went in there and saw it, and then I think a couple other girls did too, but didn't scare nobody off.
Oh, that's good. So Mike Loves Horror says Gillette is awesome. So is CJ Graham. CJ Graham is a must for me. I got to get that.
I also, dude, I want to meet Don Shanks too, though. He played Michael Myers in Part 5, Mike.
Look, Old Restless is meeting CJ Graham next weekend.
Oh, you lucky son of a gun!
Man, I want to get his photo signed. Well, number one, I want to get him signed my board over there with everybody else's. But the shot of him on top of the camper or the RV on its side is just I love that.
Old Restless.
I'd like him on a Funko too, though, Mike. I think maybe not. Yeah. Well, he was a zombie Jason, so that Funko would be okay.
Did you see Old Restless's comment? Come down to my basement and see my Spider-Man figures.
Pew 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 pew.
Hey man, don't diss on Spider-Man. Mike, we're almost at 10 people here, man. We can almost get into a hat giveaway.
Oh no!
I think you should just do the hat giveaway.
Mike, you want to do it?
Yeah, it's my money. Let's go ahead and give Mike. Go ahead and give your money away. Go ahead.
I didn't know how you were doing it.
So I met
Don
Shanks, and he was really nice. Okay.
Mike and me both bought 2 Pamela Voorhees. It's over $200, and we're over here had a video made 25 cents, right, Mike?
Yep. It's going about as good as your Sinners tonight. Your search review.
Hey, listen, the watch time is 50%, Mike. You can't ask for much more.
Well, that's because the 4 people's watching, and I watched the whole thing. Let's look at that video, Josh. Let's just have a look at it right here.
Don Shanks. Yeah, I can't wait to meet that guy.
Oh, the video's up to 10 views. There is 2 comments, and that's you and I.
Yep.
And it's up to 4 minutes and 56 seconds. That's pretty good watch time on that video, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's probably going to bust loose tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so.
Monster B, I haven't gotten a chance to meet Ari yet. So I've got a bunch of signed Ari Lehman stuff. Maybe next month we'll do that as a giveaway because it's worth the value of about a hat. So
you should do an Ari Lehman giveaway, Mike. That would be a good thing.
Yeah, I got two out. I got two masks over there. That's all.
Yeah, but you got like prints and everything else, don't you?
I got $150 in two boxes that I can't even give away now. I heard Ari Lehman's a really nice guy.
Oh yeah.
Brandon's channel, he did an interview with him, right?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Said he was really nice guy.
Yeah. Also, Kane Hodder also talked Mike into getting like 17 things signed, right, Mike?
No, I did that on my own.
Oh,
it was
okay.
Chris Duran is the one that got me to buy extra stuff I really didn't need. I'm going to be meeting him next month at Nightmare Weekend. Okay, cool. Article. Ari Lehman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to meet the guy, even though I do have his autograph on an interesting hockey mask that I won't never show on here. Mike knows what it is.
You'll have to show me later.
You'd probably love it, Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory will love it. So yeah, I will. I got it for free, or I wouldn't have got it. But yeah, it does have his autograph.
Or you wouldn't have got it.
No, dude, I wouldn't have bought
It was
that.
free.
It was free.
That's why you
Gosh,
got it.
You bought a red hat that said what?
No, oh, Mike, we don't want to get into that here, Mike.
Yeah, you have to show me that later.
Turning red in the face. Look at him. All right,
the mask and the red hat, Josh.
Okay, so
that's an autograph I got to get too. Sean Cunningham. I mean, I got to get him on that.
Oh, that sign.
Sign. I got to get him on there.
What? Yep, you do.
Mike Scott called you that? Wow.
What does it say?
Huh?
Monster B. Monster
B said, Kane Hunter called me a bitch. Was he picking or was he serious?
I thought
Kane Hunter was like a pint in when I got my autographs.
I had a personal experience with Kane Hodder, and I didn't think he was that friendly either. I really didn't. I just got a picture with him. I didn't buy an autograph, so maybe that was.
He was friendly with Mike's son a lot. He talked with your son, Mike, a lot.
I know, but I just wanted a picture with him, and I didn't think he was. He didn't come across that friendly to me. He was basically like a Ron Perlman too to me.
Oh wow!
Restless is the red Real Dead hat. That's what it was.
Dang.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut.
They all want to know what the red hat means now.
Might as well go ahead and
say, yeah, I know. I think I.
No, we're not getting into that here, Mike.
I didn't say anything. Gregory said it.
We're not getting into that here.
I already know what it is now.
All right. Things are kind of feeling a little awkward now. I think we should go ahead and just shut it down.
Mike, you did it.
I didn't do it. I didn't buy it. I wouldn't have it in my house to start with. Don't shame me.
You're the one that said you bought this hat.
Scarier. There you go.
It was the red hat.
Mike, do you have a Real Dead hat right there to show the people?
Purple one is sold out, limited edition.
Yeah, right here, rare, extra rare. It's on
extra salt in it from Josh's
There
Sweat
is one on eBay for $99.99, Mike.
Hey, let's do your rant on people and bathing at conventions, Josh. So go a little deeper with that.
Okay, so listen. What? Me and Michelle just went to a Comic-Con. We just went to a Comic-Con. The doors opened at 12:15. We were in there at 12:30. People were straight stinking already. It was open 15 minutes. Straight smelled like BO, onions, everything else you can imagine that stinks. These people. So, listen, take a shower before you come to convention. Put deodorant on. Use soap. Brush your teeth. Like, don't roll out of bed in your pajama pants and come to a convention and you stink. Don't do it, dude.
That's gross.
Listen, if you're at the convention all day, listen, me and Mike, I know we've been to a couple conventions, hotter than hell. That's understandable.
You can always put on extra. Josh, I mean, listen, I'm putting on
you can refreshify yourself.
Double layer, the spray, the body spray. Yep. Take a bath, brush your teeth a bunch of times, put some Mentos in.
Yeah. I mean, you want to go up there with your breath stinking? I mean, we went to a panel. It wasn't it was a panel with Danielle Harris and Taylor Scout Compton from the Rob Zombie 1 and 2. And they talked about how, like, literally people would come up and stand next to them and smell like a freaking porta potty. Didn't they, Mike? Do you remember them saying that?
Pretty gross.
Augusta says your problem is you didn't go to a HorrorCon.
No.
The HorrorCons is where you smell people.
Yeah, they stink too, Old Restless. Believe me, bro.
They stink at Comic-Cons and horror conventions.
That's right. Believe me, it's at HorrorCons too. They stink. And listen,
Mike
please.
100% agree with Josh. There will always be a few people that stink up the whole can. And Monster B is just loving it and laughing out loud here.
What does he say right there? What is that? Harris?
Danielle Harris.
Oh, yeah. She's great. She's great. Mike When Mike went up to her table, he did have to close his eyes though because she has sexy photos on her table, and he didn't want to get in trouble with his wife, so he did.
Oh my gosh!
No, that's my Facebook account. I can't. I had to like unsubscribe to her Facebook channel thing because she doesn't wear anything, and I did not know that when I first joined her channel.
I mean, he didn't look at any of the pictures though. He just got rid of it.
No, I'm just like Canva. I'm editing it all out of my head. So Oracle says, I know I've been to a couple conventions and man, some of those people don't know how to even take a shower. Yeah, I don't get it. Why?
That's gross.
I mean, it kind of feels like I'm not going to. I grew up in a trailer. Nothing against living in a trailer, but it's like you're flat out trailer park coming to a convention. You can't do that,
right? And Mike, inside, listen. I had a t-shirt on, I had a hoodie on, I had sweatpants on, and we were in there for 2 hours or more. I never sweated once. It was cold in there. It wasn't even hot. It was freezing. So I don't understand how people were. I mean, this one guy, I literally was walking by him, his shirt, he had like a gray, first of all, he had a light gray shirt on, drenched. I don't know how.
That's I don't get it. Nasty.
So Oracle says, I hate to say this, but when I went to go meet Nancy Stevens back at Flashback Weekend, the people behind me, one of them smelled like they had done flat out their pants.
I'm sorry. I mean,
I'm sorry. Yeah. It was a shart, not a fart, but
oh no, that's what Daniel Harris and Taylor Scout Compton said. Like literally,
it's a running joke amongst those signing autographs that you don't want. That they make. I mean, they're kind of kindly, nicely saying, "Hey, give me your $100," and though you stink awful,
Michelle, a straight onion smell.
That freaking onion smells nasty. I mean, God,
yeah,
I remember
they do. The people smelled like, dude. I just couldn't. Like, we were in there. I'm like I told him, I looked at Michelle. I said, "We've been here 15 minutes, and these people stink already. I don't get it,
dude." Yeah.
Wow.
Like, Mike, I know you've been to a convention where you were like straight, like you were sprayed with a fire hose at that one, right?
Yeah, the Scarefest down in. I mean, it was in the middle of summer in August, and it's 100 degrees outside, and there's no air in there. Yeah, it looks like I'm just drenched, but man, I poured the stuff on me before I went in there.
And then Mike was the guy in line that was pure stinking, Greg.
Listen, Josh.
Wow. People could refreshify themselves and bring some deodorant with them, go into the bathroom, do a little.
I've done that.
You're done.
I mean, I think at one con, Mike,
you were powder with you to soak up whatever.
When I went and took stuff back to the room, I think it was the Mad Monster. I went and took stuff back to the room, and I sprayed more body spray on, bro.
Hey, that's another good idea. Write it down in your little book over there, Josh.
What?
Pros and cons of a horror convention.
Well, Mike, I said we should have done that, and you're like, we've not even been to that many. Oh, that was
we haven't. We haven't. I mean, like, it's not like we're experts.
I know, but I do think that would be a good video to do, Mike, and it would be easy to do. It wouldn't even be hard.
Josh, I haven't even been to one convention yet. I would like to go.
People like talking point videos, sucker.
You say that, and then we get like 20 views on it.
Hey, have we done one in a while? We also have a lot. Let me tell everybody in here right now. Yes. We do have a lost footage review. I don't know if Mike's putting it out or not, but it might come out someday. I don't know.
Lost footage review. Yeah, it doesn't really come out till next week.
Huh?
That'll come out next week.
Old Restless even said, "Yeah, bring some powder to soak up whatever." He agreed with what I said.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up Monster Palooza.
Some stuff down there in the front and back of your pants. Gotta do it.
Some
front
guys
and back. That way when you fart, you see a white powder. Poof.
Oh.
Hey, some people should wear a diaper to those things, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Listen, I know some people probably it's like not their fault. Like some people probably, they don't realize it. They don't know, but come on, people. Like, we got to do better here. We can't
Pasadena?
Just go straight.
How far are you away, Gregory, from Pasadena?
That's Southern California, so about 4 hours or so.
Ooh, still
Mike,
pretty good drive.
Mike, we hit 10. We just hit 10 people, Mike.
You got to give a hat.
Wife. We can't count that.
One of them too.
One of them's your wife. You can't count that.
Oh shit.
Oh,
all right. So listen, as long as we stay above 10, as long as we have 10 on the wheel, we're already down to 9, Josh.
Yep.
We'll give this 5 minutes to see if we get to 10. Put hashtag and your first name into the comments, and then we'll put them into a board and we'll do a drawing for a free hat. We gotta have 10 of them though.
I don't even have a hat yet.
See, even the insider like Gregory don't have a hat.
Hey,
listen, Mike, with a hat on, Gregory.
I need to complete the ensemble here.
Listen, everybody, it is a free hat, but it's for the Lolo super chat of $9.99, right, Mike?
What? How is that free?
We're gonna do that next month. Anybody that gets a hat gets a free hat if you give us $19.99.
That's good marketing right there.
Yep. It's been done before, right, Mike?
Like over someone's head.
I gotta tell you something, Mike, about that. I don't think I ever told you that.
All right, so D&G says hashtag Gregory. All right, so you're getting a
Gregory wants a hat.
So who else we got in here? Gregory's the only one so far. So there's some in here just watching and not even talking.
I guess I'll get your hat.
Hashtag your name, guys, to try to win a hat tonight.
We got to at least have, listen.
Come on, guys, put your names in.
As long as we can get 8 names on here, we'll do one. Even though there's 9 in here, if we can get 8 names, hashtag give mine to Gregory.
Give mine to Gregory.
Hashtag Monster B.
It's like give it to Gregory.
So you're saying give it to Gregory, so we can put Gregory's name in here twice then.
That don't make no sense, Mike.
Monster B is saying if he wins, give it to Gregory. So that's what I'm putting it in.
Listen, we're gonna give Gregory a damn hat anyway, probably. His name shouldn't be in there.
You ain't giving my stuff away there.
Mike's only got 40 of these hats.
It's not all about Derek.
Who else we got?
You got Old Restless and you got Derek.
Hashtag Mike loves.
You got Old Restless and Derek, and Mike loves horror.
All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. And we got 6 in here now. They're dropping like flies. Dropping like flies.
Yep. Gregory, I mean, it's funny because you live in California. Like, literally, you have the state that has
They probably have the most and best cons.
Yeah, they have like the best and the biggest and the most cons, and you've never been. I don't get that.
Monster B. Derek said he's been to Star Trek conventions. That's not horror, but that's still cool.
Nerd alert.
Hey, people that like horror movies can be called nerds too.
Wrong.
No. Wait, there's a hashtag by itself? What?
I'm waiting on somebody. Oh, Oracle. We got hashtag Oracle.
There you go.
Okay.
3, 4, 5. All right, so we need 2 more. Come on, somebody's got to be in here. Oh, we're down to 4 people. They don't want one.
Nope. Spin it, Mike. Just spin it.
All right, we're going to go ahead and spin it. You got 30 seconds to put hashtag and your name in here. I'm getting ready to spin the wheel.
Yep, 30 seconds. Put hashtag in your name if you want to win a real dead hat. All expenses paid by Mike.
So, also, just a FYI, you need to email me at realdeadyt. That's realdeadyoutube@gmail.com.
If you win.
If you win. Not all of it, yeah.
You got Monster B in
Anybody
there
else
too?
in here? Yeah. Well, I put Greg and I got you in there twice because Monster B said give it to you.
No, but Monster B put him in. Put hashtag Monster B too. So
you're getting in there twice, Gregory, for no reason?
Take Gregory out. Don't give him better odds there, Mike. Take him out.
Take mine out. You could take mine out.
Listen, Gregory don't need a hat. He got a free shirt.
Oh, first he says I'll probably get a hat. Now I don't need one.
You know, it is Good Friday. You know, miracles do happen there, old Restless. So you might all right.
He didn't spin
Y'all
it
ready
yet.
to spin?
Yep,
Derek
go.
said, "How slow is the spinner?"
I'm going to shuffle it here a few times, right, guys? And then I'm getting ready to hit it right here.
Let's go.
See who the winner is.
Old Restless, come on.
Oh.
No, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it
Why
again,
put
please.
your name in there if you didn't want it? You won fair and square, Greg.
Ay. Okay.
So Gregory is the winner.
But you can give it to Old Restless. I think he really wants it.
No.
Old Restless, I'll do you a solid.
Gregory should have never been in this. He's gonna get one anyway. Take him out.
All right, we're going for a naked spin then.
Oh, see there, give it to Old Restless. Oh, come on.
No. We'll go whoever gets it. Okay, Oracle. Fair and square. There we go.
#Oracle.
All right, so Oracle, email us at reeldead, reeldeadyt@gmail.com. Tell us who you are. If you don't want to tell us your name, that's fine, but at least give us your address. And we're not going to save it for anything else other than us just taking it to the USPS and mailing you a hat next week. So,
and Gregory, we will get you a hat because you help with the show.
Listen, Josh is really going to step out on the line here, and the hat that he's wearing right now that's got salt and sweat and stink in it.
Nah, I'm okay with that. Thank you, though.
And he's going to go ahead and autograph it and send it to you, Gregory.
Well, I won't wear it, but I'll take it.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Till next month. Have a good one.
Yeah. Remember, best sequels,
Oracle.
best movies, best second movies in a series is what we're doing next month.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah. Bye-bye.